What if some of the most talented people you grew up watching were gone, and you never even heard the full story? Stay with me till the end, because after this list, I'll share a gentle tribute tip you can use to honor any star you miss, plus a short, hopeful note for anyone struggling right now. Keep watching start to finish so you don't miss the final names and the closing message. 1. Peaches Geldof writer, TV face, loving mom. Born into a famous family, she still tried to make her own path. She wrote as a teen, hosted shows, sat front row at Fashion Week, and later poured her time into her to little boys. Behind the photos, there was pain that never fully healed. Her mother died from heroin, and Peaches fought the same battle. For a while it looked like she had won. Then a relapse took her life at 25. The image that stays with many people is simple and human, a young mother's daily joy with her children. Peaches wanted to break the cycle. Addiction is not weakness. It is an illness. Her story urges kindness for those who try, fall, and try again. 2. Dominique Dunn, actress of Quiet Power. As Dana in Poltergeist, she felt like someone we already knew, strong, caring, real. Away from the set, she was building a life on her own terms and trying to leave a harmful relationship. Her ex showed up at her home. They argued outside, and a violent act ended a life that had just begun. She was only 22. The court result felt small next to the loss, and it pushed her family into action. They spoke up for victims. They told the truth again and again. Dominique's name now stands for more than a role. It stands for every person who says no more and deserves the full force of the law on their side. 3. Christina Grimmie, voice like sunlight. From bedroom covers to The Voice, she stayed the same, open, grateful, and full of faith in people. She made time for fans after shows because that was who she was. In Orlando, during a signing, a stranger shot her. Her brother tried to stop the attacker, but the moment was already broken. Friends across music wept on stage. Her family built a foundation in her name to help others. Christina's life reminds us to celebrate the kind ones now. Leave the comment, send the message, buy the ticket, give the hug. Kindness is not small. It is the whole point. 4. Stephanie Sargent, raw guitar, brave heart. As a founding member of 7-Year Bitch, she turned pain into loud, honest sound. Friends remember a sharp mind, a wicked laugh, and a player who never faked a note. 8 months sober. One night of heroin and drinking took her in her sleep just after her 24th birthday. Her band finished the record and dedicated it to her. The next album became a cry of love and anger the scene still feels. Stephanie's story is not neat. It is human. Harm reduction saves lives. Support works. One relapse should not end a person's future, and yet it does for too many. 5. Andrew Wood, the glitter poet of grunge. While the city leaned dark, he wore satin and sang about love and wonder. As the frontman of Mother Love Bone, he was the spark before the fire. Days before his band's debut, a heroin overdose sent him to the hospital. He died 3 days later at 24. Friends started Temple of the Dog to honor him, and that grief circle helped give birth to a new chapter in rock. When you hear those early 90s voices rise, you can still feel Andrew there, laughing in the studio, dreaming about the tour, the next song, the next kiss. His joy was the point. 6. Mia Zapata, voice that could shake a room and then hold it steady. With the gits, she brought blues, punk, and pure soul into one roar. Seattle loved her because she sang like a friend telling the truth. Walking home one night, she was attacked and killed. The city froze. Bands raised money. Friends started Home Alive, a group for self-defense and safety. Years later, DNA led to a conviction. Mia's life changed the music scene and saved strangers she never met. Her message is still clear. Take care of each other on the walk home, outside the venue, at the bus stop. Love can be loud and also very practical. 7. Jonathan Brandis, teen idol with deep eyes and a shy smile. You saw him in it, The Neverending Story 2, and Sequest DSV. He was everywhere for a time. Then the roles got smaller, and the calls slowed. Friends say he hid his sadness with jokes. In 2003, at 27, he died by suicide. There is no easy way to say that. If you feel heavy when you hear it, that is normal. If you or someone you love is in that dark place, please tell a person you trust today. Text a friend. Talk to family. Reach out to local support in your country. You are not alone, and you deserve time and care. Jonathan's story should open doors, not close them. 8. Kristen Pfaff, the quiet force in the storm. Classically trained, self-taught on bass, she brought a strong, melodic center to hold lift through this. She was getting ready to move back to Minneapolis. U-Haul packed, plan set. A night of opiate use took her at 27. Friends still talk about her mix of brains, humor, and tone. Put on that record, you will hear it at once. A player who listened, who lifted the song, who made space for others while claiming her own. Let her story push us to check out friends who say, I'm fine, don't worry, ask twice, offer a ride, offer a couch. Sybil support can break a chain. 9. Elizabeth Wurtzel, writer who refused to whisper. With Prozac Nation, she wrote about depression without makeup, filters, or apology. She forced a hard talk into the open, and many readers finally felt seen. She later studied law and kept writing. Cancer found her, and a family secret about her genetic risk delayed the warning she could have had. She died at 52. Elizabeth's gift was not perfection. It was honesty. She made space for messy feelings and wild hope in the same paragraph. You do not have to be okay to be worthy. You can be broken and brilliant in one breath. 10. Anissa Jones, TV's little sister who felt like everyone's kid. As Buffy and Family Affair, she gave 60s TV a gentle center. Fame arrived fast, then left. By 18, after years trying to find normal life again, she died of an overdose that stunned even the coroner. Her story is old and still current. Child stardom gives attention and takes away solid ground. Kids need guardrails, school, rest, and the right to say no. Let her memory push us to treat young talent like children first, stars second. 11. Nikita Pearl-Waligwa, a single film and a huge light. In Queen of Katwe, she played Gloria with joy and bite, and every line felt like a promise. She fought a brain tumor as a teen, got a short break, then faced it again. She died at 15. One role was enough to make people feel braver. That is the mark of a true artist. When you rewatch that film, listen to the way her words lift the scene. That is a gift she left on purpose. 12. William Froggy Laughlin, the voice you know even if you think you don't. In Our Gang, his croaky delivery made kids and parents laugh in the same beat. He was shy in real life. He delivered papers like any kid. A street accident took him at 16. Not a scandal, not a headline, just a family who never stopped missing him. Remember him when you hear a child actor get a laugh and imagine the whole set smiling back. 13. Tara Corey McCullen, natural on camera, honest in every scene. She played a girl pulled into gang life on Judging Amy and brought truth to a hard role. In real life, she was not in the gang. She was a teenager heading home. A shooter ended her life at 16 outside her apartment. The loss still hurts people who worked with her. Let her story push us to name the simple truth. Kids deserve safe streets and safe homes. Art can show a hard world. It should not be the reason a young actor dies in it. 14. Heather O'Rourke, the child who whispered they're here and made a whole generation shiver. Behind the famous line was a funny, bright kid who loved her family. A sudden illness and heart trouble took her at 12. People still argue about the poltergeist curse. But the real story is a family's grief and fans who never forgot that small voice. If you rewatch her scenes, notice how calm she is. That was her secret magic. A child's calm in a wild world. 15. Andrew Anywood, yes. Giving him a second look because some sparks deserve deposits. Friends said he made the room lighter just by walking in. If you ever felt a lyric from the 90s lift you out of a bad day, you might owe him a thank you you never knew you gave. Put on Chloe Dancer, Crown of Thorns tonight, and listen to how it aches and shines at once. That is Andrew, still working, if this touched you. Please like this video so more people see these names. Tell me in the comments which star you think the world forgot, and what you love most about their work. And if you want more careful, human stories like this, subscribe and stay with us. Most of all, thank you for watching to the end. Remember their art, carry their light, and keep going.